For this episode, Schemin and Dreamin podcast, I first wanted to say that we have merch now that will help pay Ben's rent. We have hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, oxycodone. The link's in the description and the Instagram bio at Schemin and Dreamin pod, or you can find it on the website. It's snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Also, if you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show, Two in the Cooler, email snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond, and put a couple little inches on your penis. Welcome to another episode of Schemin and Dreamin. It's your boy Tiny Dick and female Ben.
That's right. Just call me Ben.
So what's up, man?
Not much.
How was your last week?
It was fine.
What'd you do?
I was home, like in Elmira, hanging out with the fam.
Can you spell Elmira for me?
Elmira.
You were born in Mexico?
Yes.
Cool. I can tell by your jacket.
My grandma got me this jacket.
Yeah, I imagine she made it out of a rug.
Dang. Already with the roasts?
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the
sorry.
Title for this episode, The Roast of Emily.
Yeah, that's a, yep.
A female Ben, I think you mean.
Yes.
So, our fat man is not here today. He's in Dallas. Shocker, the fattest city in the world. Not even joking. You can Google it.
Have you ever heard Charles Barkley, make fun of women from Dallas?
No, what did he say?
It's just so funny. Every time they talk, I think it's Dallas, where he'll just talk about how fat the women are there on TV. Every time.
I'm shocked OKC's not fatter.
It's so funny.
That's the only place I imagine would be even fatter. So there's someone I need to talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to talk about with Ben because I'm sure Ben's seen her porn video before. Mm-hmm. We've never talked about this woman before, but I imagine he's seen her porn video.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So her name is Tila Tequila.
Right.
She is 40 years old. She had a bisexual themed dating show called A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila.
Okay.
In 2007.
Yeah.
Aired for 2 seasons. It was her second highest rated series.
It was on MTV?
On MTV, yep. She was expelled from Celebrity Big Brother. Let me see when this was. Cause she actually was so before she was on MTV being a desired bisexual icon, she was MySpace famous. She was a MySpace influencer, like Addison Rae.
That's so
MySpace.
weird.
So she, in 2015, was expelled from Big Brother because of comments she made in 2013. And this is when it gets a little touchy here. She posted an article on her website titled "Why I Sympathize with Hitler Part 1." She also posted pro-Hitler and anti-Semitic comments on her Facebook page, as well as photos of herself posing in front of Auschwitz concentration camp. These obviously pissed off a lot of people.
Yes.
In 2015, she was on the 16th season of Celebrity Big Brother. When she was asked to leave the program on its second day, producers became aware of her comments and photos. She apologized, blamed them on depression and drug addiction. And then, how do you follow up that? You post more anti-Semitic shit.
Obviously.
She said that Ben Shapiro, I'm also not a big fan of him, but I wouldn't go to the extent that she went saying that he needs to be gassed and sent back to Israel. And then posted there are only 2 things in this world for which I would gladly sacrifice my own life. The destruction of all Jews and preservation of the white race. And you know what will help Asians earn more respect? An Asian version of Adolf Hitler. And I want that person to be me.
Wait. She's Asian?
She is, yes.
Okay.
And then she followed that up by going after Sarah Silverman.
Right.
Where she said she accused her of killing Jesus for being Jewish. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
That is so bizarre.
That's our last update on Tila Tequila. Yeah, so she got arrested once for she was actually choked by Sean Marion.
Yikes.
The former Bills player. And then I think that was it was proved it didn't happen.
Okay.
And she ended up getting sued for a lot of money by him for that. Like kind of like Johnny Depp.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too. Bring up Johnny Depp.
So what do you think of her? Did you ever
Tila
see her
Tequila?
before?
I
You wanna
don't.
see a picture?
I'm sure I have, but I'm trying to think. I used to watch a lot of Teen Mom back in the day.
This was her back in the day.
Okay, yeah, I know who that is.
And then this was her most recent update of herself. I know drugs and cut time have not been very kind to her,
man.
and the whole anti-Semitic thing.
Yikes. Not because it's just like, I know that like drug addiction, alcoholism will make people do crazy shit. But
Yeah.
like, and not to like, Andrew knows how much I talk about Steve-O.
Yeah.
I love Steve-O.
I do love Steve-O too.
But that's like an example of someone that like had a problem, but he like openly talks about it. He's like, I used to be a fucking asshole. Like I was insane. I was not fun to be around. And like, he'll admit that he was like a fucking dick.
I mean, like, he did a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
And I watched him do a lot of weird shit to his
Yeah.
body.
Yeah. But it didn't
But
like
I
make
feel
him
like,
racist.
he didn't go, I want to be the Hitler of now.
Yeah, no. I
don't want to be the
no.
Hitler of drug
He
addiction.
like harassed his neighbors and shit.
yeah,
And,
I mean,
apologized. But
yeah,
like,
that's better than what she did, I feel.
Yeah,
Not really
yeah.
close.
no. That's so bad. Good God.
What's your favorite drug?
My favorite drug,
Mm-hmm.
I don't do, well, I
Pick one.
pick one,
Pick
like that
one.
I've done, or like the concept of it.
Both.
I don't want to admit to having.
Pick 'em.
No, I don't.
Ben
wanna-
admitted
no.
to eating mushrooms and driving a
Well,
vehicle.
that's
You could do this.
Ben doesn't care. I can't.
Do you think we care?
No comment. No, it's not that.
All right. So and now that Andrew's finally back in here.
Yeah.
All
been
right.
a while.
Now let's pitch this to him. Right now he's here. All right. So Ben works with a transgender man
Yeah.
that
Oh,
wants
boy.
to get fucked on camera. How do you feel about him going spread eagle right here while me and Ben record, and pretend it's not happening?
Yeah.
Like that's the big thing. We're gonna pretend that nothing's happening.
When
You have to yell at me.
no, but I want to be picked up on.
Oh, okay.
When we first started meeting about you guys having a podcast, this was the first idea that you said to me, and I was like, "Yeah, sounds good. I don't care, Jake. You can
So-
do whatever you want."
But like, how would we post it? Like, where would
we'll blur it. We'll
Oh, okay.
pixelate it.
That can't.
it could fix it?
That's what the Patreon's gonna be for, folks.
That's why we're gonna do the unpixelated version on Patreon.
But-
/ OnlyFans.
Eric Andre got away with showing 2 girls 1 cup on TV, but he just like blurred it
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Yeah, so I think it could work.
It's the same. It's exactly the same as like.
Emily, you better wear a
It's exactly
raincoat
the
that
same.
day.
Well,
Yeah.
wear a raincoat.
Can we?
We're gonna
Look,
come
look,
flying around here.
If that has to be on a day that Andrew's here, because if I have to experience it, he has to experience
I
it.
will definitely be here for that. Anybody who doesn't want, like, we can't make anybody, like, if you don't want to be here, Emily, you don't have to be
I don't
here.
care.
I know, but I'm
I
just
need to
saying
be
as
here.
a legal disclaimer.
Sure.
We're not going to
Not
make
being
anybody
forced.
watch this. And the
I'm
the
gonna make
two
all my
people
viewers
involved
watch it. I'm gonna
don't
tell
have to
that.
be here.
They are going to be willing participants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to go on YouTube for it,
Oh boy.
and we'll put the uncensored version at Pornhub.
Yep.
Big Brawlic man gets fucking railed on podcast table. I can already read the comment, the fucking
Oh
titles.
God.
That's a good
What a
title.
weird
Thank you.
crossover
About what?
between
Oh
like,
no,
porn
that's
and
that's
like
that's
podcasting.
transphobic. You can't say
What?
that. You said weird crossover. We're talking about transgenders.
Oh boy, that's not what I meant.
Cancel her.
I've only been here 10 minutes.
Not even.
Yeah,
Not
Ben
even.
didn't even get canceled this fast. Except he got angry text from his mom. So I don't know if that
I mean,
counts.
he's been canceled by his mom then.
And his dad canceled him long before this show started.
Oh man.
God.
Thank you, Andrew.
I miss doing this show. I'm glad that you guys have Emily in here.
Yeah, we need her in here.
Did you watch more Twilight?
No. Well, I
damn
watched
it.
some clips. I think I told you guys I watched the clips.
Yeah, I think so.
That one sucked
It's
real
pretty
bad.
whack.
That one was really, really bad. I needed a
Yeah.
break.
It's not great.
No. I think still without a doubt, the worst 3 things that I've ever sat through and watched were 13 Reasons Why,
Yep. It's pretty bad.
the S and Ray movie,
Yep.
and what the fuck was the other one?
Show or a movie?
It's a movie. It's a fucking terrible. Oh, it was dude, I can't remember the name of this movie. I actually turned it off. So I don't turn off movies ever.
Right.
Like no matter what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But this, I was in high school and I reached a breaking point. So me and my buddies, we used to play video games like excessively, like in high school, and we would watch like some movies. Like we'd start Netflix at the same time, and we'd be in sync for it. And this one movie, it was fucking ridiculous. It was about some like alien war, and I don't remember much, but because it was like in the opening scene. Mm. Like, there wasn't even characters, but they get out of this helicopter or whatever fucking thing they were flying on. Could be an action figure for all I know. And they have Nerf guns, like, painted over. Like, you could see the Nerf logo.
Yikes.
Yeah, so then I was like, this isn't going to be for me. But my buddy Jake watched the entire thing, all the way through.
Did he like it?
Mm-mm.
No.
By far the worst movie he's ever seen, but he said he won't turn anything off.
There's some pretty bad stuff out there.
I watched this one. It was about this orphan girl. I don't know if I talked about this. It was fucking Renee Zellweger. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was in it. And so was Bradley Cooper. Mm. And this chick was like a devil child. Yeah. Well, she was like a fucking... What the hell was that thing? When Child Protective Services.
Oh, yeah.
And so she was like... she gets a call that this fucking family's trying to throw their daughter in the oven. That's actually how the movie started. Like they're shoving this little girl into an oven, and then like she's like, "Oh, she's perfect. She's a little angel. I'm keeping her." And she kept her at her house, and then this girl was like the fucking devil. Like she would call like Bradley Cooper, be like, "I'm watching you," and then send like hornets, and they killed him. The hornets killed him.
Hornets killed him.
Yeah, like so many hornets killed him, and then she ended up drowning the little girl. It was wild. Movie sucked.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. It's so weird to see like big name people in like a horrible
This was
movie.
Probably like Bradley Cooper's first movie he ever did. It was like in 2006, I think.
Yeah. I watched over the weekend that movie that just came out, The Lost City, with Sandra Bullock.
I heard that's
and
not
Channing
bad.
Tatum. It wasn't bad. I was like, this is gonna be like whatever, but like,
I'm a big Channing Tatum guy.
Yeah, he's just a king. You can't go wrong with Channing Tatum, I don't think. And it was pretty good.
There's a liability
to be
though
honest.
in Coach Carter. Him and Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling was a huge liability in Remember the Titans. He was a terrible corner.
Well, he's also like 12 looking in that movie.
I don't care. If you're old enough to be in the movie, you can be judged. See the first Star Wars movie. That little kid got bullied to shit.
I mean, yeah.
I think he killed himself or something.
I don't think that happened.
He didn't.
No.
I don't think that happened.
Dude, I know one. Oh, you ever see a Benchwarmers?
No, I haven't.
You didn't see a Benchwarmers? Oh,
No.
so there's this little kid in there. He's this little chubby kid with a fucking like a afro.
Yeah.
That kid I found out died. No joke.
Oh.
Did you know that?
Yeah, heroin.
Really?
Oh, Jesus.
I mixed up him and the kid from the Phantom Menace, son. That's how I
That
did.
kid also got addicted to drugs. But
Well, yeah, he got bullied to shit. Rightfully so. He sucked. Yeah. He's older than me. I can talk shit about
He's
him.
older than me.
He can bring up me fucking shit my pants when I was a kid. I don't care.
As you do.
So, how far is Elmira from here?
It's like
For those who
almost
don't
3
know.
hours. Not quite. It's like 2 hours, 45 minutes. I don't know.
Is it like a big town?
It's like bigger, I think, than people think it is. Because like a lot of my friends work at the news station there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that I went to Fredonia with, and they all live in my hometown now, which is weird. But they go and they're like, "Wow, Elmira's like bigger than I thought." Because it's like a bizarre mix of like.
I don't even know where it is.
Yeah, it's like close to the Pennsylvania border, like halfway.
Oh, so you can drink the water there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Elmira water, solid water. But it's like a very weird mix of like rural and then more like industrial areas.
Is it hot?
It's strange. Hot? Like
Yeah.
the temperature?
Yeah.
It's usually warmer than it is here.
Yeah, Mexico tends to be hot.
Yeah.
I've
It's going to
read
be
that.
like 81 on Sunday in Elmira. And
Really?
it's only going to be like 71 here.
Oh, I thought it gets higher than that. Do you have a cartel problem there? Or is that, they haven't reached there yet.
I mean, you know, people
They'll
die.
kill your bloodline.
Your bloodline? What does
Yeah,
that
they
mean?
kill your bloodline. Kill everyone you're related to.
It's a lot of people.
I'm serious. That's what the cartel does.
You have the insider knowledge.
I don't know. I made that up. I thought it was funny.
Now they're going to come after you.
Yeah.
For
Well, you know what?
making shit up.
We're anti-cartel.
I mean, Yes. Yeah.
Depends if Ben gets cocaine from there, but we're anti-cartel as far as I know.
Does Ben
right?
get cocaine directly from the cartel?
He-
the
I
one
don't know.
cartel?
It might change hands a lot. I watched We're the Millers recently.
That kid had some weird eyebrows.
He was hilarious. You almost
Yeah,
sucked that
but his
cop's
eyebrows are
dick.
insane.
Yeah, he's handsome now.
He's handsome now. Yeah.
He was just a child. They're just kids.
Sure.
See that?
You know.
I completely changed my mind. Yeah, 360 right there, or 180. 360 would bring me back to hating kids.
Yes.
In
real time.
So, how many kids do you have in high school?
My graduating class was like almost 400.
What was your big event in high school? Every high school had that thing, you know?
We
Like
had
a
like
shooting?
a pretty like
No, not like, no, I'm not,
I thought you
like,
meant
that's
like
an example.
I thought you meant like Spirit Week.
No.
pep rally.
Well, yeah, obviously.
There was actually like a brawl my like sophomore junior year.
participant?
No, but the school was like, you know the thing where they do like a lockdown drill?
Yeah.
And so we were like, oh, it's like a lockdown drill, whatever. But then they didn't like release us from second period, and we were like, oh, this is a real lockdown. Like, what's happening?
So you were close.
And
I was close.
Yeah. So we like at my school we have this whole like front area that's like all doors, and you can leave at the end of the day through those doors, but you can't come in through those doors if the day has like already started. So
That seems dangerous. It seems like a hazard.
Well, more it's like you just have to like go through the office so they know you're late or whatever.
A bunch of
But
rats.
like they open, you're just like not supposed to. So anyway, a bunch of like kids were like down in the front lobby and they had beef with these other kids, and then they let in a bunch of people who like didn't go to high school there, who were like adults.
What are you in West Side
to,
Story?
like-
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, so then it was like I think it was like 20 some people like got arrested.
Holy shit.
And there's this really hilarious picture of this kid who wasn't like part of it. He was just like standing around when it happened, holding a girl's entire wig. Like after it, it's really funny, and he's like standing in the middle of the
That's
crowd
awesome.
with this girl's wig. So that was pretty funny. There's like if you look up Elmira High School, that's like the first news
I'm gonna
stories.
do
I
it
go-
right
It was
now.
like years ago too. Well, I mean, I guess I was in.
Yeah,
June.
were you old as fuck?
I was a sophomore. I was a sophomore. So like 2015, 2014. Anyway, it was weird. But my high school was like pretty chill for the most
It
part.
actually said Elmira High School fight, and the first thing is a 1.5-minute video. It says 19 arrested in Elmira High School brawl.
Yep, that's it.
Jesus, 19's crazy.
I know, yeah. And again, like some of them didn't
How
even
angry
go to
can you
school
be
there.
that early?
Yeah, I have no idea like what it
That's what
was
used
about.
to throw me off.
Second
about,
period, that's like
m-
10 a.m.
Used to throw me off about my own high school. Like you would come in like eating hot Cheetos, fucking drinking a Coke.
Walk the mile.
Yeah, and then you just got fucking people going, oh, I'm just gonna go beat Josh's ass in the fucking bathroom right now. And I'm like,
Yep.
dude, it's 8:30 in the morning.
Relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him he hugged my girl a little too long today.
High schoolers are gross.
It was
Thinking about it.
Yeah, this one time when I was in high school, I remember there was this huge fight in the cafeteria. It wasn't as big as 19 people getting
Yeah.
arrested, but it was like 3 or 4 people
Sure,
fighting.
it's still
and this girl like fucking lost it. She was standing on the table throwing milk in the air.
Oh
like
my God.
she was just watching it too.
She wasn't even like part of
Yeah.
it. That's funny.
It was electric.
How many? So what high school did you go to? Because there's like a billion
West
in
Side
Buffalo.
West.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, we didn't have too many bad things. It was actually like the number 1 ranked like school, like safest school in West Side or in
Cool.
Buffalo. But so we didn't have much happen. But in middle school, it was
Middle
fucking
school.
awesome.
God, there was like, yeah, people would just go nuts like once a week in middle school. It
was awesome.
Like it was horrific.
I loved, dude. I remember this one time. So I became friends with this kid. This kid was he was a little dickbag. Like everybody, like thought he was like an asshole, but I thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So one time he like was obsessed with this girl. And this
Oh, no.
other kid had like, I don't know. He like talked to her,
Mm-hmm.
like said hi to her or something, and we were all leaving lunch. He goes, yo, watch this. He runs up to the front where this kid's walking back, just pushes him into the wall, and he hits his head and fell down. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I watched it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now.
Right.
But then, yeah, so that was a big thing. And that kid just got in a lot of trouble. I think I told the story about the JFK thing where I got kicked out because he laughed at JFK's assassination video. It was the same
You
kid.
guys watching that in class?
Yeah, we watched it in class.
Why?
Yeah, and then he
Why?
fucking... Dude, the guy, like, his head blew up.
Yes.
And he just starts fucking dying laughing. And I'm sitting right next to him. And I'm, like, stone-faced like this.
Yeah.
And my teacher's like, why are you laughing? He's like, Jake told me a joke. And I was like, I didn't fucking do anything.
God.
And I got kicked out. I ain't snitched, though.
Well, good on you.
I held
guess.
out. I was getting screamed at in the hallway. And I had to stay in the hallway for the whole period after that. Like, the dude was spitting, screaming at me.
Jesus.
Like, I don't know. I don't know.
just-
JFK, maybe your wife. Well, fuck that teacher, by the way. Now that I bring
Sure.
it up, fuck that guy. He cheated on his wife who's dying of cancer.
Aw.
Fuck that guy with a former student.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Is he like? Was this like a social studies class?
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Well, I mean, what other context would you be watching JFK's assassination video?
English.
Maybe biology.
Government. Oh, that's social studies.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fucking wild. And then Ben also made the funniest JFK joke I've ever heard. We were playing that Cheers to Governor game. Or no, not Cheers to Governor. That fucking
All-American.
Yeah, that stupid ass game.
Right?
Yeah, I think you were there. No, you weren't there. We had some sorority house.
I remember that, but yeah, I wasn't there.
We had some
game.
Yeah, we had some sorority
Oh.
house. At Fred. I forgot all the names of the sororities
Yeah.
there. But it was fucking like the first time we ever went to this house. We didn't know anybody, and my buddy that like, so I wasn't like super close with him, but we were like friends. He was the bouncer at Sunny's, Sam Utley,
Okay. Yeah.
and he brought us there, and he was like, "Yo," he's like, "I'm going to a party. You and Ben want to come?" And me and Ben are hammered already. We were playing NHL, and every time somebody scored, you had to shotgun a beer.
Oh God.
And I beat him 7-6 in overtime.
Oh my God.
And then we played FIFA after. And same rule, except I was up
Okay.
4-0 at halftime and he quit.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so he was 11 beers deep when we got to the pregame.
Gross.
And we were playing that fucking stupid ass game. And she was like, explain the rules. And she goes, JFK, and Ben goes, 360 no scope, shot in the head. And then she said, Freddie, I don't know, which one is the one that couldn't walk? The Roosevelt. Is that
Oh, FDR.
FDR? Yeah. And Ben goes, polio, like every time. And he just fucking.
He's just saying
He was
facts.
hated there. He did
That's
not get a
funny.
very good reception. And like,
Yeah.
you had to take an article of clothing off every time
Oh,
like, you fucked up.
Ew.
He was butt-ass naked. Nobody lost more than their socks. And people were drawing on him. That's how fucking naked he was.
In front of all these people.
Mhm.
It's funny.
Yeah, you didn't know.
Right. Just strangers. It's probably better that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it was insane.
Yeah. I'm going to Fred this weekend.
For what?
There's like a house venue that like they do concerts at, like in their basement, and their landlord like loves it. So anyway, they've been doing it for like the last 4 years, and they're shutting it down after this year because they're all moving out. So the last show is on Saturday.
I think
pretty
Andrew
excited.
brought my former roommate to a.
Oh, no.
I think either. Oh no, Justin and Zach did.
Yeah.
They brought him to one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've heard like a lot of the stories about my former roommate, but he wasn't what we'd call a normal human.
Not a
being.
lot. Oh, yeah. I know who this person is. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't aired out many of my stories about him,
Yeah.
but I think now's as good of a time as any
Yeah.
to put this on the air because there's no way he's ever
Because
going to hear this.
I think this is. Have we talked about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also have opinions about this person.
All right,
I think.
we can do it.
But just we're on the same page.
Alright.
You can bleep it if you want, Andrew. Yeah.
Yep.
I also have opinions.
Okay, so I was so I'm gonna throw you a little context here.
Sure.
So when I moved in, I was there for 2018 or 2017, 2018 here, and I was like 20 or I was 19, and he was 26.
Oh
we
yeah,
moved
that's
in
right.
together.
He's like a lot older.
Yes, and immediately I was like, oh, some of my friends I have. It was like the first day that I moved in. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, some of my friends I have a party. You want to come? He's like, no. It's like, all right. So then he ended up like, he smelled really bad. Like he fucking would shower like once a week. And I lived with Zach. I think you met him. He was on the
Yeah.
you met Zach.
Yep.
So he was in my suite with me, and so was Justin.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin was roommates with Andrew and Zach too, and they were awesome. And I was like, I want to like leave this guy, but like I don't want to leave them.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where I had like a 10 a.m. class, and Justin texted me once. He was like, "Yo, are you showering right now?" I was like, "Nah, dude, I'm in class." He was like, oh, fuck, actually showering. Like, that's how crazy it was. Like, it was at, like, an event. And then he would, like, I don't, like, just do so much weird, like, would watch me sleep. Like, he would fucking, I would have class until, like, 3, I think, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And I remember coming home at, like, 3:15. I went and got, like, a sandwich or something.
Yeah.
I came back, and he's laying in bed, hand over his eyes, just cranking his shit. And when I walk in, and I'm like,
3 in the
yeah, and I, like, walk out. This is, like, weeks of me living.
Right.
Like, and so I walk out. I think I went to, like, one of my friend's rooms or something. It's like, I'll wait for him to nut and then let the clarity hit.
Yeah, let the man,
Yeah, let him hit euphoria for a second, and then I'll come
until
back.
it all comes crashing.
Yeah, until the depression sets in.
Oh, boy.
So I came back, and he's like, I didn't know when you were done with class. And I was like, the same fucking time,
Same time as
every
always,
single
man.
day. And so,
Like, go into the bathroom, Like,
I mean, I beat my dick in there, but I would wait till, like, I was clear.
Sure.
Like, I would...
Like, yeah. I feel like if you're going to do that, you got to know.
Yeah, like, he has class at 2, I'm beating my dick at 2:05. Right? Andrew, you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, you had a solo. Whatever. Fuck you. You had a solo one that year.
I'm not in this episode. But like the year before with Click Clack.
Yeah. I mean, he was never leaving the room, so you were probably just bumping into the tables exploding.
Yeah, for real.
I didn't really know what you meant at first, and then I was like, what? Did the man put
The Colossus
furniture
of cum.
everywhere? Like,
It was like a mushroom cloud.
I thought he meant like he put furniture in.
No,
Andrew's
he'd bump
way.
into, like, the fucking sink.
and that was enough.
It was like a mushroom cloud of sperm.
I gotcha.
But,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I had an international film class with this person, your roommate. I'm the one who's gonna have to bleep all this anyway. So,
I got one more quick one to tell you about his girls. So so the first time we meet, like, it might have been like the second day actually, and he's like, "Yo, are you single?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm single." He's like, "Are you bringing girls back?" I was like, "Maybe if everything goes right, I hope so." He was like, "Can you help me meet, like, girls?" I was like, "I guess I can try."
Yeah.
I was like, "Did you have a girlfriend before?" He's like, "Yeah, for like a year." I was like, he's like, "I haven't had sex in 5 years." I was like, "Dude, I was 15 the last time you had sex." Like, I actually said that. I was like, I was
15.
yeah. And so, he was like, I was like, "What was your last girlfriend like?" He was like, "She has in special ed." And then he was like, I'm quoting this here, and I was like, "Well, why did you guys break up?" And he goes, "Well, I just kind of thought that I didn't really need a girlfriend at the time, so she was easy to manipulate because she was mentally challenged." And I was like, "All right." And then what's the other fucking thing?
Oh my god!
I'm trying to think of the other
You
one.
just can't say that shit.
Oh.
Like, what the fuck?
So me and Justin used to love that he was a brony. We loved it. And it was like a Monday. Like, I think I just finished, like, my noon class. And Justin's in my room because we were just hanging out, like, watching, like, playing video games, I think. And he goes, "Yo, do you guys want to play a drinking game?" I'm like, "What is it?" And he goes, "Take a shot every time you think a pony's hot." And he's just watching My Little Pony. I was like, I don't think I'm going to be getting very drunk during this game. And then we were in the C store. This is my last one. We were in the C store.
Classic.
And me and Justin and, we walked downstairs. And the girl's like, "Oh, I haven't seen you around, like, film club." I forgot her name. She's like, "I haven't seen you around the filming club. Like, what have you been up to?" He quit.
Yeah.
He was convinced everyone hated him, but he was like, "Yeah, I just haven't been. I haven't had the time. Just playing cool, real, trying to soak her up, I guess." But then he goes upstairs, and me and Justin are like, "Dude, you should ask her for a number. Like, she was kind of flirting with you a little bit." And he goes, "Can you two lift up your shirts?" And we're like,
What?
all right. So we both just lift up our shirts a little bit. And he goes, that's why you guys have confidence to talk to girls. He lifts up his shirt and he goes, this is why I don't.
What?
I was like, who cares?
Dude, like, I don't know. I just feel like.
Yeah, that was the most insane part.
Yeah,
and the part where his mom came in and yelled at Justin, saying that he was bullying him, was my favorite.
Like his mom showed up in real life?
Yeah, like
Oh.
so he didn't have a driver's license.
Yeah.
So his mom would come and pick him up.
Yeah.
And take him back to Buffalo if he had like some, I don't know, like a birthday. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she comes back and she goes, she points at me, and I didn't smoke at all. Fred, because I lived in a fucking dorm.
Right. Like,
she
you're
goes,
not going to get fucking caught. Like,
yeah. And she goes, I think you're high all the time. And I was like, I'm not high ever here.
fuck?
Yeah. And then she goes, and she pointed at Justin. She's like, you need to stop bullying my son, or I'll tell the front desk. And I'm like, dude, he's 26. He's older than I am.
Right.
At that time, he was older than I am currently.
Right.
Like,
right. You haven't even reached
I feel
that
like a
age
grown
yet.
man.
And it's been like years. Yeah. And I want to say, like, I do not like go out of my way to, I don't say any of this to be like in a bullying way, but it's like sometimes you just have to like.
No, we need to bring bullying back.
I just said that to Andrew the other night in the most moderate way, you know.
Not hitting them, but like
Well,
that's
no,
fucking
but
weird.
like, I think that even like from your parents, like when you're a kid and they're like, "Hey, that you don't do that shit."
Yeah,
in
that
public.
shit's
like,
weird.
Not that your parents should like beat you down and like make you feel like shit or anything, but like sometimes
They
you
need
gotta learn,
a heads up.
Sometimes you gotta learn how to act in public. Like I don't know. So I actually like he was only because I was in video production, so he was only in some of like my elective classes because he was a little older than me. But like we all used
probably at that time he's probably still older than you were.
Yeah.
Or now.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, I had like limited experience, but like again, just like a lot of my friends had. Anyway, I was in this class called International Films, and it was once a week on Tuesdays from like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It was long.
I took one of those.
Yeah, and so we'd watch a movie, and then we all had to say something at the end. Didn't really matter. You just had to say something. And so, anyway, it would be like 9 p.m., and they would get to him, and he would just go on for like 20 minutes. And it was always weird shit about women. And it's like, I can't like listen to this. I don't know. And so, but it was always that stuff. And so then one day we went into class and this girl that I was friends with sat in front of me and she turns around and she was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to hear talk about the feminine mystique. And I'll bleep it, Andrew. But it was just so funny because I was like, yep, that's what it's going to come down to at the end of class for like 20 minutes listening to this person just say creepy stuff about whatever girls were in this movie, and it just was like super uncomfortable. I don't know. It was not
The most
appreciative.
serial killer shit he would do is he would close so I didn't elaborate on this part. When he would jerk off, he would not watch porn.
Sure.
Because he said the porn directing was too bad. But if you're beating your dick,
That's some real film bro stuff right there.
That's not something you care about.
No.
But he would like close his eyes and he would be like, I'm thinking of Karen from The Office today. Like he was like scheduling like a dinner. Like who's
How many times did you witness him do this?
That was the one time. He told
Sure.
me it was Karen from The Office that he was beating his dick to. And
at least he's honest.
my two favorite stories come from that man over there about him. Number one. So Justin and Zach also, they went to community college. So did and the one night goes,
It's gonna be so much bleeping.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
sorry. Fuck. That's
Oh
on
no, no,
me. He's
whatever.
in this story
It takes
now.
like 5 seconds.
He goes, I can't fucking stand Andrew Canada. And I was like, why, dude? I was like, he's so nice.
What?
Like every time he says hi to you, like he's really nice. He was like, I just feel like he looks down on me for going to community college. And I was like, dude, do you realize that this entire like dorm pretty much went to community
Yeah.
college? Because we lived
No
at the
one
fucking
cares.
Commons. Like that's the
Right, that's
transfer.
like people who are like, transfers and like older
Yeah.
people. Like that's most of the people there.
Yeah,
Like,
and he was like, he's like, I just feel like he looks down on me. And I was like, I don't know about that. And so I asked Andrew about it. He's like, dude, what the fuck? He was like, everyone I know here went to community college pretty much.
Yeah.
And so, was like, he's just a cocksucker. That's what he said.
About Andrew?
Yeah, about Andrew. And so
That's hilarious.
he went up. So he's fucking dude. Like this kid, we watch WWE here as like mostly a joke.
Sure.
Like basically all a joke because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
We watch sweaty men
Have
throw
a
each
good
other.
time.
But he loved it. Like he was balls deep in.
Yeah.
And so one time he threw a fit because me, Andrew, Justin, Zach would get dinner all the time.
Yeah.
After we'd go to like the gym and then go get dinner. And he was like, how come you guys never asked me to come to dinner? So I was like, all right, well, I didn't think you'd want to, but okay, we'll ask you tomorrow. So we go to gym, me, Zach, and Justin. We come back, and he goes, I was like, yo, you want to go to dinner? We're about to go. And he's like, dude, don't you know fucking Monday nights Raw is on? He's like, you know what I do on Mondays? And I was like, all right, I'm out.
It's
So
like,
we
I'm
just
never
left.
going to fucking ask you to come to dinner.
But
again.
Andrew here, so he was having trouble editing his web series, which I found also on YouTube. If you guys ever want the link, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be in the description.
Yep. We're going to make t-shirts for him, just as a thank you for him.
Andrew's web series?
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh, I see.
But this is where the bullying started also for
Oh,
Justin. Because
no.
he said he didn't like one of the actors, and he threw a fit.
Oh.
But so he needed someone to edit like shit for his clips or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Andrew's real good at it. He's like, yeah, I'll ask Andrew. So he walks up to him. He goes, hey, can you help me? And Andrew's like, yeah, sure, buddy, of course. And then he goes, wait a minute. No. Fuck you.
He called me a fucking cocksucker.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. And he's like, then it hit me that he called me a cocksucker. And the other story, what else did he do to you? When he was in your capstone class, right? Was that which class it was?
Mm-hmm.
And so
Like for news?
he also went to film,
Right.
like the film club. And so he told me that on the first day, he was like, he asked me, what can we not film? And I was like, basically porn.
Yeah.
And so he was like, all right. And then he ended up quitting the film. So that's kind of
It
linked.
was a TV station.
Yeah, it was TV station.
Which
That's what it was.
a big part of it as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm sure you probably saw him there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, yeah, you probably know he quit. And then he went to his capstone class, and they had to make like a like something, right? That you guys had to like make a giant like film thing, right? Like
Ours,
film something.
The capstone that I was in with him was like broadcast television. So we do like a talk show type thing or something every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was like, "What can we not film?" I think he asked the professor, and the
Oh,
professor
yeah.
said, "Porn," pretty much. So his theory that I'm also huge on board with is that he wants to direct porn.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't
If he-
like the
if he wants to
directing,
fix
and, you know, he doesn't like it.
And I think he can write a hell of a story.
The thing is, there's like so much porn, right? Like, you're telling me there's nothing out there that you think is well directed?
I mean, yeah, you should watch Black.
You can seek that out, you know? Cinematic porn, if you want.
Yeah. There's pretty much every type of porn. I'm sure people who like get turned on by hair can fucking come to something.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hair, pee,
Well,
whatever it is.
That one's not that rare, I don't think.
You don't think people?
Neither of those are that rare.
Do you think that? How many people like in a room do you think one person likes pee? Like
Well,
one in like how
there's
many?
3 of us here.
I'm gonna look it up.
Do you think it's 1 in 3?
I'm gonna look up
And
how
then who in the
common
room do you think it is?
is a pee fetish.
Pee fetish. I wonder what the word for it is.
It's pee fetish. I'm pretty sure.
But not like
It's
something
1 in 6.
a
It's
mania.
1 in 6.
1 in 6?
Yeah.
So does that mean there's 50% chance that one of us
yeah.
is?
I'm bet. I think Ben's the
Piss
easy
bath.
choice. I think Ben's the easy choice.
That's why he does it, actually. He doesn't have to.
Well, I do know that he really likes his fingers getting sucked because he tells me in detail about how instantly he'll come if somebody does it. I hope his mom doesn't listen since he's not on this one.
God.
But
Maybe she'll skip it.
I'm gonna air it out because fuck him. His fat ass isn't here.
That's what he
Yeah.
That's what
That's what
happens
you get for
to you.
being the fat ass.
Not
city.
here to defend yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had this there was like one thing I wanted to read you that I thought was funny. So I saw this thing on actually there were two things. First of all, one of them's on Reddit and it made its way to Twitter, and it was this woman who posted, she was like, my boyfriend won't stop digging this tunnel and it's ruining our relationship. What should I do? And it's just so funny because this guy, inherited some land. And he was just digging a fucking tunnel. And it was huge. And it had like concrete, like supports in it and stuff. And I don't know I think in the end she got him to stop digging the tunnel because she was like, this is tearing us apart.
I thought he was in the Shawshank Redemption.
Please stop digging this tunnel. And it's just really funny because now there's all this stuff on Twitter that's like, women just don't understand us. And then like tunnel memes, whatever that means.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm supporting him now.
It's like, this is what men do.
I read a Reddit story actually yesterday, and it was like this question, like, what's the weirdest place you ever masturbated? And this guy said, so I was 19. I was super depressed. And he was like, and I went to a train track to kill myself.
Oh, God.
He was like, so I was laying on the train track. And he goes, and the train was taking forever. So I decided to rub one out. And he goes, and after I finished, I got hit with post-nut clarity, and I didn't want to kill myself anymore.
I got bored waiting for the train that I wanted to use to kill myself.
That's hilarious.
I mean, you ever got a tough decision to make? Is that the strategy? Like,
one of my professors at school told me about this one time. He was in Watertown. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but it's like this small little town, and he got a call about a man that hung himself, and it was in like a grain elevator. Yeah, and he was, his pants were down, so he was jerking off while he was hanging himself, like the auto.
Right.
asphyxia.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, there was no phone, there was nothing, so he wasn't watching porn.
Right.
He was like, but he was in perfect view of this tractor. And he was like, so I think he was like, the common theory is that he was masturbating to his tractor.
Oh, boy.
And it got caught. Yeah. So
So
that's one of the funniest stories.
Did it seem like he like died on accident?
Yeah, he accidentally
He wasn't trying to kill himself while.
No, he was jerking off. Like, I guess.
Yeah.
So the way I hear it is that this nut is the best nut that any person can have.
Sure.
If you're close to death, and so it's a very common thing.
Yeah,
like, people do it all the time, and
people die from it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it goes wrong with
Often.
anything, like you're driving your car.
Do you know the movie? Have you seen the Kill Bill movies?
No.
The guy, well, they're Quentin Tarantino movies, but the guy who's like the main guy, he plays Bill. That's how he died, and he was just like found in his, I want to say closet or something, but
real life?
Yeah, that's how he died in real life.
Whoa, I thought that was a movie. I was like,
no, not in the movie. Like the actor, it's a good movie. Two of them, but that's how he died. It's very bizarre. There's also a Robin Williams movie where that's how his son dies. No, his son dies.
Oh, I do know. It's like the world's best dad.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Or is that the Steve Carell one? I get confused.
No, I think it's a.
That's
I
what
think
it
it's
is?
the Robin Williams one. Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Never mind. I don't want. R.I.P. Robin Williams, but
yeah.
But I guess that's
nothing to do with that. But poor Robin Williams.
Right, Andrew? Right? Am I right?
I'm not a part of this episode. I will tell you my Robin Williams
Yes, you are.
stories after.
You are whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I'm forcing you into this one.
Yeah. Do you know who that Beetlejuice guy is?
Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton, yeah.
No,
I know Michael
there's
Keaton.
the real dude who goes by Beetlejuice. He's like a
No, he's like this big. I've seen the movie. It was Michael Keaton.
Right. Yep.
You ever see that show The League? No. There was this fucking
Dude,
Dude, you were looking at me. I thought you had something to say. You were like this, so I thought you had something to say. How if someone goes like this, don't you think they're trying to hold back
I'd be
saying
like,
something?
oh, they're gonna.
Yeah, like they're about to speak.
Yeah.
I don't know sign language.
I thought you watched Coda.
I watched it. I didn't understand. I had to use subtitles. But the League, this fucking character on the show, he started saying that everything that's not a porn movie is a documentary. So he called like The Dark Knight a documentary. He's like, I
Nice.
love those Batman documentaries. And I think that's the funniest thing in the world.
That is
So I'm
pretty
going to start
funny.
doing it.
Okay. Yeah.
He also, that guy was not a very good role model for people on the show, but
Sure.
that one I'll live with. I'll take that one to my grave.
Have you ever seen the show Barry?
Yes,
The show's so fucking good, and the 3rd season is coming out on Sunday.
I do love
I
Barry.
am so excited. That's all I had to say.
I thought you said Brickleberry. Because I was like, that show's not that good.
Is that a show?
Oh, it was a show.
What was that?
Daniel
What's
Tosh was
that?
in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it was an animated like TV show.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel Tosh is one of my favorite stand-up jokes of all time. I'm gonna get canceled for saying this, but he,
For repeating a Daniel
Yeah.
Tosh joke.
because he almost got canceled for saying it, but he was like, Hurricane Katrina was real bad, but if there was one place that needed a bath, that's one of my favorite jokes I think
Oof.
I've ever heard.
That's funny to say, like, almost canceled.
Yeah, he
Where
got
it
in a
was
lot of
like-
trouble for that.
We're close, but we'll let it slide this time. But don't do it again.
Well, he's gotten a lot of trouble for a lot of the jokes he's made. I feel
Well,
like,
yeah. Yeah.
but he's fucking hilarious.
Yes. He has,
He's-
like, good delivery.
Very good.
Yeah. He's funny.
Gilbert Gottfried died.
Yeah, that's right.
He was
Pretty
also
sad.
a pretty good
Yeah,
comedian.
he's funny.
He was on the Norm Macdonald show. I watched a clip on Twitter.
Fucking rest in peace, Norm.
Yeah, they're both hilarious.
Oh my
but
God.
Gilbert Gottfried wrote a joke. It was like, the news today is so depressing. He was like, I miss the old days when you would turn on the news and see things that weren't depressing, like 2 planes flying into the Twin Towers.
Also, so I know how you feel about Turning Red,
Yeah, that movie sucked.
but there's all this, like, new criticism that people are like, why didn't that movie mention 9/11 at all?
I did see that
Why
on
are these
Twitter.
kids just walking around so happy?
It was
And
in
it's like,
Canada. It was setting
they
in
live
Canada.
in Canada. I'm pretty sure, like, I was like 3 when 9/11 happened, so I don't remember it.
That's probably right, yeah.
But, like, I guess there were, like, big events that happened when I was in middle school that, like, it's
Like
just
the
like
Boston bombing?
it's just like abstract. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that, like, all of a sudden it ruins your whole life when you're
Yeah.
12. And people are like, why don't they mention 9/11 at all?
I don't stop.
Why is
at
everyone so
standstill
happy
and
in this
think about
movie?
the Vegas shooting.
Like,
Like,
it's
yeah,
just
it's
like,
a
what a
huge
weird
tragedy.
fucking.
It was so sad, but like,
People just
you
like
know.
want to
Did
shit
movie
on
take
that
place
movie.
in 2001?
takes place in like 2002, I think.
What, Turning Red?
3. It was like really early 2000s.
Yeah.
It was post 9/11 still though.
Yeah, because someone said that it's supposed to be like within a few months of 9/11. I don't really.
I thought it was
don't
like
know.
2002.
Maybe.
But yeah, I like how people say post 9/11 because I'm gonna start saying post Fortnite. So like, because that was a huge event in my life, I think.
Is Fortnite not still happening though?
No, Fortnite still happens, but it peaked and everyone was
Sure.
like, it was on Snapchat stories, And
Yeah.
I think people should start referring to things as pre-Fortnite and post-Fortnite.
Yeah, I think that's the real dividing line
Yeah.
in our timelines.
I think that's like going to go down in the history books as like something like Christ.
Like BC,
Yeah, it'll be like
BF.
yeah, BF and AF. We'll work on that later.
Yeah,
Or we could say BN, like night, before night, both.
before night.
God damn it.
We'll work on it. We're workshopping.
You know what? We're brainstorming it live.
Yeah, it's
This isn't scripted.
they can't all be winners.
Yeah, they're not all first round picks.
No.
You gotta go through the shit to get to the meat and potatoes.
Did you make any wild sports bets this week?
Yeah, I've lost on everything.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet a 6 parlay and I lost every single one of them. I didn't hit on a single game.
Was it baseball?
I bet on baseball. I bet a little bit on basketball. I bet a little bit on players, and
Yeah.
it just didn't go well. My buddy though, Wake. You don't have to beep him because he was on the show.
Yeah.
But he bet on this player, D'Angelo. Well, his nickname's D-Loading,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I call him. But his name's D'Angelo Russell, and he's like a really good player for Timberwolves. And he bet him his over on like 15 or 19 points, I think, the first game, and over 15 in the second game.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't score double digits in either game.
Damn.
And then he scored 10 points in the quarter alone yesterday.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he was like, I'm in hell.
I like had to have, like I said, I went home. A lot of my friends are super into basketball, so I was watching like the is it playoffs that are happening
is
right
playoffs,
now? Yeah, I was
congrats.
watching the playoffs, and I also had my friend explain to me like during or the March Madness finals.
Who
Or whatever.
LeBron James is.
No, I was like,
French.
how? I was like, what is the strategy in like basketball?
To score.
Sure, but like,
Put the ball in the
I
net.
don't know. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I was
Hey.
just like, who the fuck's doing what out there? You know
If
what
you're
I mean?
open,
Like,
you most likely gonna make the shot in the NBA.
Right.
So the whole strategy is to get somebody open.
well, right. Yeah, I guess it was more
Any
just
person.
like. Also, it's like, when is it a foul or not? And like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's all based on the refs.
Yeah,
Like football.
sure.
Like they call it when they want to.
Yeah.
So if my fuck, marry, kill today is let me think. Quentin Tarantino,
Ugh.
Harvey Weinstein,
Eeh.
and Kevin Spacey.
Okay, I feel like I would have to marry Quentin Tarantino because he's like weird, but I don't think he's like dangerous.
No, yeah.
You know, like he wasn't very nice to like Uma Thurman, but I think they still get along.
She was still in the movies.
Sure. So I think I'd probably have to go with him just because he's the least horrifying.
Yeah.
I'm killing Harvey Weinstein
Yeah, me too.
because he's just gross and I hate him. And
I don't know.
like-
I don't really want to show
'cause-
Kevin Spacey my butthole, though.
No, but like with Kevin Spacey, at least I could convince myself that I'd be like, he looks decent enough.
House of Cards sucked, though. I'll die in the hill. That show was
Really? You
terrible.
don't like that show?
Dude, the first scene was like him killing a dog, and he was still worse in real life.
I didn't watch all of it, but this was before we knew.
Yeah,
But, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably, unfortunately, fuck Spacey, marry Tarantino,
Kill Weinstein.
kill Weinstein.
Hey,
Absolutely.
he might do it himself.
He might.
Still a chance. I
yeah.
think his son was a diddler. Or no, that was fuck. Who's that? Fucking
Epstein.
no, he's not part of this.
No.
He, who's that fucking football coach that was touching little boys in
Oh,
Lockwood?
Jerry Sandusky?
Sandusky. His son was actually a diddler and got arrested
Yikes.
for diddling. He's in prison too.
Yeah. Good. I
All
mean,
right,
good that he's in
how about
prison.
this? Jared from Subway, Harvey Weinstein, and you know what? You're actually not their type. Yeah, we'll just end
A
it
woman?
here. Yeah, and above 18.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any closing thoughts?
I'm hungry. Let's go to Dockside
I'm
and then
hungry, too.
WWE.
Yeah.